Today we're going to be looking at the 2015 Core Elite Plague. Now, Plague is kind of weird because there was another character named Plague in 2008, and also Plague, his old codename used to be Shadow, and he used to be a core agent. So let's take a look at the 2015 version 3 of Shadow, or Plague version 2, or Plague version 1, whatever you guys want to call it. Let's take a look at them. This is the 2015 Core Elite Plague. Now, I'm not sure what version we should call this character, since he is actually an old character of the core whose name is Shadow, so he would be Shadow version 3. But now in the Core Elite, he's actually known as Plague. And the reason we can't really say whether he's Plague version 1 or Plague version 2 is because in 2008 there was another character whose name is also Plague. So we can call him Plague version 2, we can call him Plague version 1, or we can call him Shadow version 3. In the website, thecorehq.com, they actually call him Plague, also known as Shadow. But since he's formerly known as Shadow, we'll call him Shadow version 3 and Plague version 1, since he's not Simon Crill. So let's take a look at the accessories that he has. These would be the accessories that he came with in the solo pack. And he actually comes with the same exact accessories as Rucker version 3, which is this silver energy blaster rifle, which has a scope, and it also has this sniper rifle looking part. And then right here it looks like maybe this is for energy blasts. He also comes with this little cap in the back, which could be maybe like a compass, and a buttstock, and then of course the magazine here and the trigger. He also comes with this electric prod. So it's an electric prod, but it also looks like a police baton. Now, I'm not sure why he would come with the same accessories as Rucker. Maybe it's because they're best friends, but there you have it. Let's take a look at Plague's articulation. So he has a ball joint at the head, so he can move his head up and down, and also from side to side. His arm can move up about that high up, and it can go all the way around. He has a bend at the elbow, so it goes straight up, and he has a swivel at the bicep. He can also move his torso from side to side, and his leg can go straight up and his knee straight down. So let's take a look at the details for Plague here. And he is wearing a full mask, and he kind of has like a breather on his face. He has all these little red markings, which are supposed to be hyper AI nanomachines. He has one kind of really wide eye, kind of looks crazy there, and then he has kind of like a night vision, or just enhanced optical wear on his. He has a clip right here on his on the strap, and there's his collar, and he has some stitching detail coming down. It looks like maybe these are demolition, maybe like dynamite or something, I'm not quite sure. But he does have straps on either side going over his shoulders. Coming down, he has these other straps coming straight across. I'm not sure what those are for. Let's turn him around. He has some pouches on the back, and he has two small pouches back there, and then the rest of his straps, and then you can see his collar. So looking at his arm, he does have a pouch on his shoulder, and he has elbow pads, and then some straps for his gloves. On the other side, it's more of the same. Pouch on the shoulder, elbow pad, and of course straps and his gloves. Coming down, you can see his zipper in the front, some straps with a holster, and the gun does stick out quite a bit, so that's pretty neat. It looks like an actual weapon just sticking out, like maybe an extra accessory, but it's not, it's sculpted on. On the other side, he has a large pouch with a smaller pouch on it, some straps. Turning him around, just more strap detail. Coming down, straps for his knee pads, and his pants just kind of end. He has a small pouch at the bottom of his leg, and a knee pad right there, which kind of bends, kind of looks like a skater type knee pads, and then another pouch on the bottom of that leg as well. And then his boots are just tied with shoelaces. So it doesn't look like he really bloused his pants, so that's kind of odd, since usually these kind of uniforms, they would blouse their pants so there wouldn't be anything kind of coming in. We're going to take a look at Plague's bio, which can be found on thecorehq.com. And it says, Plague, formerly Shadow. He's from the Curse Anti-Core Cybernetic Warfare Division, and he is the Curse leader. His primary skills are advanced nanotechnology and infiltration and disruption. Their leader was once a core agent himself and head of new technologies until he strayed into the obscure. He began to experiment with nanomachines, giving them artificial intelligence. To further enhance his mental and physical strength, he injected himself with hyper AI nanomachines in his lab. He became more machine than man. Possessed by the AI inside, bent on destroying the human race, he has gathered a small group of lost and like-minded individuals, amassing a drone army of mechanized evil, calling themselves the Curse. The one problem I have kind of with his bio is that it says he strayed into the obscure. What I find kind of weird about that is he strayed into the obscure. Does that mean that when he was working with the nanomachines, did he stray into something unknown about the nanomachines? Or was it that he physically disappeared? So it's not really clear whether it's a physical thing or like a thing that he was just kind of tinkering with.
And they kind of try to make him secretive, but if you've been following the core at all, you would know that his name is Hugo Ortiz.
I do think the Plague is kind of cool because he is kind of like the ninja of the group, even though the core does have a shinobi squad.
And this version of Plague is actually going to be in the new series of the core. At least that's what it looks like from this picture.
I hope you guys like this review of the 2015 Core Elite Plague, and join us next time when we look at 2015 the Core Elite Rain version 4, the current leader of the Core.